This is Underground Opera.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. I know you're excited to see me. It's Wednesday night, like always. You know. I know. All right, stop. Welcome, Governor Groundopolis, everybody. You know, it's time for a little fun here. This is going to be an interesting one too, man. I can tell you. It really is. Post your questions and comments for my guest in the comments wherever you're watching. If you're watching or watching the replay, my guest will come back and answer your questions. He just doesn't know it yet. He didn't know I was going to tell him to do that. And of course, a couple of little announcements here. My streaming service is about to change, and you're going to see a bunch of test videos coming up because I'm going to switch streaming services because my current streaming service just jacked the price up about $30 a month, and I'm just too much of a cheap ass to pay it. You know, $30 a month to me is quite the hike. So sorry, but you will see me testing out other ones, and some of them might not look so great. There's one of them already like, yeah, I'm not using that one because I played the video back and it was all grainy, and I'm not going to use that one for sure. I won't throw any shade on which service it is, but the price was right. Of course, the price was right. And my other announcement: just be watching for that. Be watching for that and interact with me because that's how I know I need feedback on it. And the other announcement, of course, is open mic every Monday night at the Hitchin' Post in New Albany, Indiana, from 7 to 10, 115 West Market Street, New Albany, Indiana, directly across the river from Louisville, Kentucky, just 13 minutes from downtown. You can come in there. I think beers are $1.50 right on Monday nights for the open mic. And some people will like this. Some people hate it. You can still smoke in there. Some people hate it. Some people, that's why they're there. That's the only place you can still go and smoke inside and have a beer. Anyway, I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to bring my guest on.
Hey, how's
Tell
it
us who
going?
you, tell us who you are, where you're from.
My name is PL. I'm from Quebec in Canada, and I'm the drummer of the band Popsonic that you just listened to a minute ago.
Me, myself, and my ego. That's a great song,
Yeah,
man. So
thank you,
so
man.
much fun. Tell us all about Waiting for the Sun.
We just got an EP out about a month ago in mid August. A 6-song EP, just a 16 minutes of fun. It's supposed to be beachy, catchy melodies, and we're doing some pop punk, just for just having fun. We think we got a nice vocal lead with Lisa, and the melodies, the guitar melodies are really great. Just keeping it simple, like in the pop punk that we were listening when we were in the 90s, classic, and the that's pretty much it. A 6-song EP. Um, we taped it with a friend which is a guitarist in another band here in Quebec, a very popular band, but it's a French name. It's Ola Chimal. I don't know if you ever heard about it. It's really French, but
I couldn't say that. I'm too hillbilly. I couldn't even pronounce
yeah.
that.
Those are two hard words to pronounce. As you can say, I said PL too because I don't want to say my complete name because it's the Frenchiest name you can have to. And that's pretty much it. We taped it with a friend. He has a studio and he does really good work, and he was really patient with us because we took a lot of time making sure that the songs were as good as we wanted them to be. And right now we're trying to promote it as much as we can because the first band I had, it was really easier than that. We just had to put flyers on post and wait for people to go to the shows. Now you got to do a little more.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with social medias and everything. That's quite different.
Yeah. I miss the flyer war days, man. It seemed to work better. When Facebook and MySpace and all was early on, you could just make one post and say, "Hey, I got a show this day," and people knew about it. Now
And
you got to fight that algorithm so bad. Just like
and people had nothing better to do than to come to little venues and see shows and local bands and everything. That was amazing. Now, if you're not Sum 41 or Blink 182, there's people are waiting for that kind of guys to come. So it's harder, but we still can play a lot of shows, can have a lot of fun, as long as you love the music you make and you got a couple of people following you. It's still fun.
Now, do you have a French version of the album too?
No, we don't. We
really?
Don't. Lastly, we prefer English songs. I mean, there's not a lot of, how can I say that? It's harder to create a song with a good text in French just because of the way the French language is spoken. Basically, so we made a couple of songs. I think they're good, but I prefer the English one.
That just popped in my head when we was listening to me, myself, and my ego. I was like, why don't they have a French version? You'll see me. You'll see me. Can we expect a vinyl or cassette run? Or
yeah, we're doing that right now.
Really?
Yeah. We're working on a bonus track, a more beachy bonus track that we want to add on CDs, and we're working on old-fashioned CDs. And we printed a limited editions of vinyls. Not that much, but if for any reason everything's sold out, we're just gonna make more. But because that's kind of an investment too, so we wanted to be safe with it. Yeah. But they're really bright, really pink.
How many albums did you make?
We started with 30. It was
really?
more for promoting an object, to just we can send it to radios and everything. So we started with 30. Yeah.
With 30 vinyls. Wow. Let me, just out of curiosity, where did you get somebody to make such a small run?
that we found someone here in Quebec, not close from my home. He's about 30 minutes run from where I am right now, and he only does small batches. He does everything at home, so he only takes orders for really really small batches. And it's a contact of a contact. He normally don't do it for anybody, so yeah,
Oh,
that's the
because
hard part.
I was about to ask him. I say, "Hey, I want to make a vinyl run, but I don't want to buy 100 copies." You know?
Yeah, yeah. But maybe I can give you the contact. The worst you're gonna have is a no. If you
Yeah,
say
that's
yes,
true.
yeah, why not?
Well, do you have a video I don't know about yet?
Videos? No, not yet, not yet.
Okay.
We're trying to find some people to work with to create a video. We have a lot of ideas, but not right now.
No,
Unfortunately, we would like to. Yeah,
I just wonder because I couldn't find one. I usually always try to promote it. That's okay though. Man,
yeah,
you can these days you can damn near do it yourself. You know,
I know, I know. We're just we're better at music than video producing, I can say. So we got to find someone that's better than us because it's gonna be bad. If I'm the one doing it, you're gonna be disappointed at me.
I don't know, man. Dumb videos work.
Yeah. We got a couple of those, for reels and everything like that. We like to play, but short videos about us playing in shows and everything that we put on the backtrack of the songs on Spotify, for example.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the best we got right now.
Now there's a couple people watching. Why don't you leave us a comment? Let us know who you are. And if you're watching on Facebook, you'll have to click that link right above this video. Unless you just don't want us to know, want anybody to know who you are. Why don't you ask my guest a question? I'm sure he would be thrilled. And they're gone.
You scared them away.
I guess it scared them away, man. They'll be back.
Yeah. That's good.
Since it is my show, we get to talk about my favorite song, which I didn't play at the beginning. It's called Misanthropy.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's not my favorite, I would say, but that's my second favorite. The reason is simple. If you listen to the lyrics, I think it's well balanced, really sarcastic, humoristic. We're talking about the fact that sometimes you just hate everything. You don't want to be at the parties. You don't want to say to people that they're looking beautiful. You just don't want to be there. And then we just sing na-na-nas like classic pop punk Blink-182 songs and feeling happy about the fact that we just hate everything.
Yeah. that's the one that sold me. I was like, yeah, this is a good EP here, man. I listened to it several times, man.
Oh man, thank you so much. Yeah. No, that's one of my favorite too. Yeah, it represents the band really well because we're totally different, but we like the sarcasm part of it and being on second degree humor, if I can say, a bit more darker humor and everything. So that fits the band perfectly, and we like that.
I had a guy tell me my music was gallow humor once instead of dark humor, and I always thought that was really cool. Gallow humor, yeah. So I'm a fan.
I'll write that down.
Gallow humor. I like the dark side. Since you said that was your second favorite song, what is your favorite song on the EP?
I gotta go for "Waiting for the Sun," the name of the EP. It's a classic pop punk song, but everything is set at the good place, and Lisa's voice on this song for me fits perfectly, and it's just easy to listen from the start to the end, and the vocals are, I think the vocals are really great, and she's totally in her tone in that song, and that we can hear it.
Yeah. And she typically speaks French.
Yeah. We all do.
She's saying all that in English. That had to be difficult.
When you're taping, when you're in the studio or something, you kind of have the time to make sure that you put an H there, you don't put H there, and it's not A, it's I, and everything. You're just making sure that everything is correct and at the good place. English is
difficult.
It's easier than French, I would say. Yeah, but
Do you
that's
think
my point
so?
of view from a French guy. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Like I, I worked with some Hispanic guys, and they all told me how hard English was, and I believe them.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say I speak a bit of Spanish too, and Spanish is really simpler than English and simpler
Really?
than French. Yeah, I would say French and Spanish are a bit look-alike as languages, but Spanish, you just pronounce every letters that you see. It's kind of easier. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
in English, there are words that you just change one letter and the pronunciation is completely
Oh
different for
yeah.
I don't know what reason.
I
And
don't either.
French is exactly the same. There are words that just you don't pronounce the letters. You just don't say them how they're written at all. So the they say French is a language of exceptions because there's only exceptions. There are rules, but all the rules have exceptions. Why do you freaking
Yeah.
put rules?
Well, see, that's what I was always taught about English, man. It was like it's always like this, except when it isn't.
Yeah.
That was what my first college writing teacher said one time. It's always like this, except when it isn't. Like I after E, except after C, and there's all those little rhymes. And I took French in high school, and
You did, yeah.
that's the only class I ever failed. I failed French. I didn't work at it either, though. I was a cocky high school kid. I did not work at it at all. It was silly of me to take that class because
I understand you really well. When I said I took Spanish, I took Spanish lessons too. Yeah, but when I was going to college, just beside the college was a really good bar, and just before the Spanish lessons, you can go and grab a couple of pins just before going there, and you don't learn that much. You don't remember that much though. But the oral presentations were really great and really funny.
I got people on here that are foodies. They all be sure to ask about poutine.
Oh yeah, poutine.
I was like, I'm not trying to offend anybody here, I was like,
the classic meal in Quebec.
That's something I still haven't tried. I mean, I can only imagine it as like something like mashed potatoes and gravy.
No, not mashed potato. It's French fries.
I know.
No, you got to put French fries. It's better with the sauce, and you got to make sure that it's not the shredded cheese. Here we say crotte de fromage. I don't know how to say it in English, but the little chunk of cheese that you put on top. It's a really simple recipe, but you can pimp it up for being really good.
You can pimp it up.
Put a bit of bacon in it, and everything is changed. Like in everything, you can put bacon in everything to make it change.
Yeah, it makes it better. It makes it better. Yeah.
but as you can see, I'm a Canadian guy, so you can really judge me on the food part because we're not really recognized. Nobody ever said, "Let's eat Canadian tonight." Nobody ever said that.
I guess I never have heard that.
Reasons.
I really never have heard "Let's eat French tonight" either. So I was like, of course, I don't know if there's any French restaurants around me. There probably is, but I just don't know about them.
Because French people are really better in cooking than we are. There's a lot of good French restaurants.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll say, look. You want Mexican? You want Italian? Yeah,
Yeah. Japanese, Chinese.
Oh yeah, I do like some Japanese food. I like some vegan food sometimes too. But my buddy picks on me because I will try a vegan restaurant. And most of the guys, my buddies, are like, no. But I'm like, I'll try it. They'll say shit like everything vegan tastes better with bacon on it.
Yeah.
Speaking,
I cannot disagree. I cannot disagree with that. I'm with them on that one.
You have any shows coming up?
We're working on 2 shows right now here in Quebec for the end of the year. Really close from where we are now, and working on a couple of maybe shows at the beginning of the year near Montreal, a little bit
Ooh,
farther than we are.
yeah. I
But
say that isn't that the other way?
for us, we're 6 hours north from Montreal, so
Yeah,
we got to go
yeah,
down to the south. It's more the south for us. Montreal is the south. So you can
yeah,
imagine now Kentucky is south for us.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, a couple of shows that we're working on, but nothing landed yet. We made a couple in the last month and in the last month, so it's okay to have a bit of time between the shows to make sure that we let our listeners' ears cool down.
Well,
But
getting on this show is the step the right directions. I mean, we might have dozens of views.
hey, I'll take that for sure.
Can we
I,
expect you? Can we expect you to maybe come to the United States?
we would love to. We would love to. That those are the things we're working on. We're asking people and just throwing lines, saying if it's possible and who would like to have us, and make sure it fits in everyone's calendar and everything. But we're working on everything. We right now we say no to nothing. we
Right,
want to we want to
right.
promote. We want to play. We like doing shows. That's the reason we play music. We've been there a long time. We had a couple of different bands. We think we have a good combination right now, and we want to expose it. We want to show it to people. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, holler at me if you want to come down here. I don't know. There's one band that comes down. I pretty much got to supply all their instruments. They say they can't get back into Canada with them or something. I don't know what through
Oh, yeah,
customs. So
yeah. That
check
might be harder.
check into that before you do. I was just a heads up.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of friends in other bands that made the trip down the line, if I can say.
yeah,
And yeah, you got to make sure you don't say that you're going to play shows because it's kind of recognized as working, and you got to have some visas or something like that. I don't know exactly.
yeah,
Working permits and everything.
yeah.
You got to be careful.
I just wanted to kind of touch base on that. Say, because I would love. If you come within a couple hours of me, and if I'm not playing that night, that's the big thing. If I'm not playing that night, I will be. I'll come see you guys. Hell
Good.
yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. And
And
if you have someone that's booking shows in your region, and
oh
I'll take
yeah,
any contact.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Nope, yeah. I know people that book shows here.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Oh yeah. And tell us about your band camp before we wrap it up.
On a
Because
bank,
I always promote people's band camps.
it's a really simple one. We got our songs there, a couple of informations about us, how to contact us. Uh, it's a really fun tool. Bandcamp is really fun to discover artists that maybe you wouldn't have listened to if it wasn't for that. So we really like the tool, and basically that's pretty much it. You can find our song, you can find our contact, little bio. In French, we say bio.
Yeah. I knew what you meant. Here's also an extra track on your EP.
Yeah, we're working on that. The drums are in the box right now. The bass is in the box, and the gets too. We just gotta make sure the mix is good, and more of an instrumental song, beachy vibes, you know. So it's gonna be good.
All right. But there's a different version of Waiting for the Sun on your
Oh,
Bandcamp.
yeah, on Bandcamp too.
Yeah, there we go. That's
First
what I
version.
was getting
Okay,
at.
okay, yeah. More of the first one we taped, a bit different, kind of the same structure and everything, but yeah, it's a different version.
Yeah. So what is the band, or do you have a website? Or
Yeah,
is
we
it,
do.
okay, what's your website? Let's plug it in before we wrap it up.
Oh my God, is it .com? I think it's .com. I'm not even sure. Can you believe that? It's Popsonic for sure. .com.
All
I don't
right.
want to say, sometimes it's .ca because we're in Canada, but it's .ca. Okay,
Okay. Is it
I,
.ca?
I,
Okay.
I got it wrong. Popsonic.ca. Yeah, all
All
our
right.
info are there too, and all the links to SoundCloud to Spotify, everything is there too. And we got another
Yeah.
interview we did in local radio here in Saguenay
Oh, cool.
that you can find there. You can see our faces there, and we sing two acoustic versions of "Yummy" and "Waiting for the Sun." So
Yeah, Yummy's a great song.
yeah.
So,
In fact, the funny part about Yummy, I don't know if you know the band, the Hard Duns. It's an
no,
Australian
but
band. No,
no, but I'm
it,
gonna have to find out if they're called the Hard Ones.
they're called the Hard Dons. Yeah, that's a pretty good name. And it's one of the favorite band of our guitarist. That's is the one who write the song mostly. And the text on this one is a tribute to one of the album of the Ardons that's called Yummy Too. And all of the titles that are found on the albums are hidden everywhere in the lyrics. You can find them well spotted. So that was a really tricky song to write, and it's really cool for that. And we wrote, our guitarist wrote and sent the track to the lead singer of the Ardens, and he got a response back a couple of weeks prior to this. He was really excited about it. He said, "You can do anything right now. My day's done. I'm the most happy guy on the world." So that was funny.
That is all our time we have for now. Thank you for listening to Undergroundopolis. Remember, we do this every Wednesday night, bringing you new and exciting artists every week. Be sure to hit up their websites and social media and stream or download their music. If you like this show, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, any streaming platform, and leave us a review as well. I'm your host, Rob Lyon, signing off.